So, I can't remember if it was Guru or Gangstar that did the song Mass Appeal. You know, Mass Appeal. A little hip hop joint from the 90s. Anyway, I managed to find 10 fragrances in my collection that are mass appealing. You want to know what those 10 fragrances are? Meet me on the other side of this intro and we're going to get right into it. I will see you in just a second. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Trey Sense. Listen, we got a little bit of a video, a little bit of a discussion. You know how we do it here on the channel. What are we going to talk about? Fragrances that have mass appeal. Now, before we get into this video, before we get into this discussion, review, whichever you would like to call it, you already know, your boy needs something from you. Like, share, sub, bell. Like this video, share this video, sub to the channel, and after you sub, hit the icon bell for all notifications. Mass appealing fragrances. My ideal of a mass appealing fragrances is probably different than most people's, because my ideal of a mass appealing fragrance is one that's really just kind of non-offensive, one that everybody's gonna like. And you know, I found 10 in my collection, and you know what? They're all really inexpensive fragrances. They all smell good. None of them are gonna be the reinvention of the wheel, but no further ado, let's get right into it. The first one, in my opinion, it is a mass appealing fragrance that everybody will like. It will smell good, get the job done, multiple situations, will rock with you through anything you want to put it through, and it's from the house of Banana Republic, and it is 78 Vintage Green. And I like this fragrance, very bright, very crisp, clean, definitely something that you would expect Banana Republic to put out, because it's just mass appealing, non-offensive. Definitely could see this fragrance being worn with a white t-shirt or just a nice casual button-down shirt. Nothing dressy, nothing fancy, and a pair of khakis or a pair of blue jeans and a nice t-shirt. Yeah, I think this is a 3-season type of scent. Definitely spring, definitely summer, and I'll say early fall. Yeah, early fall, warmer climates. If you wear this in the winter, I think it should be worn on a day where the sun is shining bright and it's well, warm outside. As you know, temperatures vary. We talk about this all the time in the Southeast. You never know what temperature you're going to get that day. Here, it's turned cold, and it's like today, I don't think the high got out of the 30s. I think it's going to be the same way tomorrow. So this is not one you would reach for on a day like today, but definitely one that is very mass appealing, easy to wear, gym scent, office, casual with the homeboys, whatever you want to do. I think Banana Republic's Vintage Green will rock that out. The next one on this list is one. Most people love the scent profile of this fragrance, but the performance is, I don't think it's par. It's from the house of Sean John, and it is 3 a.m. And this is a nice little boozy type of scent, but at the same time, it's very best. That's nice. Best atomizer on an inexpensive fragrance that you're gonna find. Nice bottle design. I like everything about this fragrance except for the performance. Trying to see if I got a place to put this on skin. That atomizer is amazing. Nonetheless, I'll go on with the breakdown of this fragrance. Very mass appealing in my opinion. You're not going to find anybody that tells you that they don't like the way that this smells on you. Again, the only problem that I have with this fragrance is the longevity, the performance. About an hour projection, maybe 3 hours of longevity, and That's about all you're going to get out of it. But a nice, fresh, clean, slightly masculine, semi-boozy type of scent. That's what I get out of it. Very casual, very laid back, very easy to wear. Nice tracksuit or a nice sporty like jacket, like an Adidas pullover. Not a hoodie, but you know what I'm saying, like a sort of like a windbreaker. You know, that's what we called them back in the day, was windbreakers for whatever reason. But you know, a jacket, a nice Nike jacket, nice Adidas jacket, whatever. Something along those lines. Something casual, something laid back. I would not try to dress this fragrance up. Definitely think it's another warmer weather type of scent, or spring and summer. Not really even so much the fall with this one, unless it's one of those hot days, but nonetheless, a nice, fresh, fruity, boozy, liquory type of scent. That is Sean John's 3 a.m. This next one is one, to me, is the definition of mass appealing and non-offensive, and it is from the house of Burberry. It is Burberry Brit Rhythm. And I like this fragrance. I like it a lot. I picked this fragrance up when I was in Biloxi, Mississippi, one fall. No, technically, it was the first part of September, so technically it was still summer. When I go out of town to places like that, well, at least I don't anymore, but back then, one of the first things I would do, even before I took the vacation, I would start to look on sites like Majeure to see what people were selling. I bought a ton of very nice watches and fragrances while I was out of town. Nonetheless, about this fragrance. Slightly blue, slightly shower gel, not necessarily soapy, very basic, nothing reinventing. Want to say it goes a little bit leathery, just a little bit, but definitely fruity. I think if this was one that was a little bit better made, it may have been more successful. It doesn't smell like a high-end, high-quality fragrance. Now, with that being said, it doesn't smell bad at all, and it doesn't smell cheap. It doesn't smell like one of those dollar fragrances that you pick up at the Dollar Tree, or you know, the ones they used to have on the counters at the gas stations back in the day. It doesn't smell like that either. It definitely has a scent. It definitely has movement. It's definitely worth picking up and adding to your collection if you should see this out. The problem is, I don't see it very much. And the gift set that I bought, I think I gave the lady like $30 for it, and had this, I want to say this is 150 ml, 125 ml, 4.2 ounce bottle, and then it came with a 50 ml. So I worked out of the 50 ml for the longest time, and I've either misplaced the 50 ml or gave it away. I can't remember which one I did, but nonetheless, Burberry Brit Rhythm, nice looking little bottle. Let y'all check that out. Now, it smells nothing like Brit or London. It's nothing like those fragrances. So don't buy this one or touch thinking that you're going to get a smooth, powdery scent. Complete opposite. What you get out of this one is a slightly blue, little bit of a leather, fruity, mass appealing type of fragrance. Most people would probably think this one is better for year-round use. Personally, I'm gonna go, I said that backwards. Most people would think this one is better suited for the summer. Personally, I think it lends itself to year-round use. That's the direction I wanted to go. I think it would make a nice little work scent, nice little office scent, nice little gym scent. Wouldn't necessarily wear it on a date. The reason being is they wouldn't think that you smelled bad, but I don't feel like it would be a memorable fragrance. I don't think it would be one that made you stay on her mind, so to speak. I think it would smell good and you would smell good. So I guess it just depends on what the date was. If y'all were going to a baseball game or something like that, possibly. But a dinner and a movie and then back to the crib, no, not this one. think you should put on something heavier, more memorable, sexier. Not a sexy fragrance, a mass appealing, easy to wear fragrance. Burberry Brit Rhythm. And it smells good. It's one I need to wear more. Now this next one is mass appealing, and it's one that I haven't had very long. Picked it up in my last haul. It's from Guess, and it is Guess Gold. When I first got this fragrance, it took me a minute. I was just like, I don't know, even contemplated taking it back, but I've spent some time with it. I've wore it and wore it and wore it, and I'm just like, no, that's a winner. Guess Gold is definitely a winner. If you see this out, and it is making its rounds at Burlington right now. It is definitely a sweet, masculine, woody type of scent. It is definitely mass appealing. The thing that I like about this fragrance is it is very chill. It's very subtle. It's very laid back. It's not, even though it's called gold and in this big old gold bottle that stands out, it's not that type of fragrance. It's very subtle. It's very chill. It's very easy. It's very just, which is a great thing because we've talked about this. I'm 46, and I know I find a reason to say that in every video, but I am. And there are just times when I want a fragrance to beat me into the room, and then there are times where I want a fragrance just to put that Ron Isley on them and just chill. Sometimes I'm Fat Joe and I have to lean back. Sometimes I'm Ron Isley and I just slide in there to chill. So it just depends on the situation. This is one of those fragrances that, again, is just very chill. And you may be thinking, what occasion do church, work, around other people, family get-togethers, dinners, I mean, stuff like that. You don't want to walk up in there smelling, so loud that everybody in there sniffing, because you know somebody is going to be like, oh my God, somebody got on cologne, oh, like it's a bad thing. So sometimes you just need to just be subtle, be gentlemanly, hello with it. That's what this fragrance is. And I'll just be honest with you, Guess makes some really good fragrances. It reminds me a little bit of, I don't know if you can see this, but the Abercrombie and Fitch Authentic Nights. It reminds me just a little bit of that one, but not as sweet. That one is a little bit louder. Yeah, that one's a little bit louder because it has that fierce. It has that same vibe as Fierce. This one does not. But they go in kind of the same direction, and when that one takes that turn and goes Baccarat 540 for a minute, and then Fierce, and then Percival, or Percival then Fierce, this one doesn't do the Percival. It has a little bit of the 540 vibe slightly, because it gets a little sweet, but not overly sweet, but then it kind of just goes masculine, woody, and very laid back, where Mr. Aber here gets a little bit, Nonetheless, they're both good fragrances. I think I like that one a little bit better, but if I'm looking for a subtle, just easy to wear, laid back, this big old Don Cornelius Soul Train Gold bottle right here will do the trick. Very subtle fragrance. Now, and it's a mass appealing scent. This next one is one I did in a decluttering video. I sent it to Julie, and we were talking one night, and we were talking about fragrances being good, and I actually sent it to her son, and she was talking about how much he liked it, and I was like, man, that's a banger of a fragrance. So she picked up a bottle from me. And this is real Madrid, and I'm going to tell you, I was having another conversation with Mr. Eccles, Mr. Lester Eccles, who's a sub of mine, comes in my store all the time. He and I were having a conversation about this very fragrance. I'll stack this fragrance up against any $10 to $12 fragrance that you can find. Period. Point blank. Straight like that. For a fragrance to be $10 to $15, I mean, did you hear me? I said $10 to $15. And I'm not sure what it goes for online. You may get it cheaper. Maybe a little bit more expensive, maybe cheaper. But $10 to $15. And what this reminds me of is if 1 Million and Lamal were sneaky linking. Back in my day, we call it creeping. You know, creeping, hooking up, shacking, whatever you want to call it. If they had a love child, this would be it. It has a little bit of spice like 1 Million, but it has that barbershop masculine quality of Lamal. It's just a great fragrance. Definitely spicy, but man, does that smell good. Mass appealing, crowd pleasing, strong fragrance. Compliment getting. As they say in South Alabama, they make up a word. It's supposed to be strong, but they say he's strong. And that just means he pick up like transmissions. That's my batteries going there. He can lift up the motor out of the car. That means he's strong. This fragrance is that same way. Very strong, but at the same time, it's smooth, it's powdery, it's sweet, it's spicy. Just listen to me now, believe me later on when it comes to this fragrance. Very nice fragrance. I do think it's more appropriate for the cooler weather. I would definitely 1000% wear this on a date, but it is one I would recommend for the cooler months. Yeah, but it is definitely mass appealing, definitely an easy to wear, grab and go type of scent because of the price. But once you smell this, you're gonna be like, man, that's $12. Yes, it is. Real Madrid. And that's an EDT. All right, I got a few more. Let me get the most difficult bottle to pronounce out of the way. Y'all ready for this? I mean, it's coming. This is from the house of Issey Miyake, and it is Le Super Majeure de Issey. I'm gonna hold it up so you can see it, in case you want to pause it and write it down. This one. Oh my goodness, very mass appealing. But this fragrance has something about it that's just different. And I'll tell you why I like it. It's salty. Yes, it has a sea salty vibe to it. It's salty, it's aquatic, but at the same time, it's masculine. You know what I mean? It's definitely mass appealing. It's an easy to wear. I'm put this on my skin. I'm trying to think of what my scent of the day was. What did I wear today? Oh, my scent of the day. And I'll probably be shooting another video here in a little bit, because I'm gonna try to crank out a couple tonight about that fragrance. But my scent of the day, in case y'all were wanting to know, was from Mercedes-Benz, and it's Mercedes-Benz Club Black. Love that fragrance. But we're talking about this sea salty, sexy, aquatic, mass appealing, slightly blue type of fragrance. Very easy to wear. Issey makes some very good fragrances. I like them. I really do. I think it's an overlooked little house with a lot of gems in it. Occasions to wear this one, I'll say spring, summer, and early fall, warmer weather. But if you think about it now, if you live in the Southeast, again, not to give you a weather report, we have that warm trending weather at least 2 weeks out of a month. I mean, out of a week, even in the middle of the winter. So you can wear fragrances like this a lot nowadays. But again, great little fragrance, very salty. I like it. It just has something about it. Definitely a casual scent. Again, not one I would wear on a date. Definitely would wear it to the gym. Yes, I think I would wear it to the office. Wouldn't try to dress it up. I would keep it low key, keep it casual with it, but that's my opinion. But nonetheless, it's a great smelling fragrance. And this is one that could double as a dumbbell. You lift this 3 or 4 times, you're gonna get some Popeye going on over here. You're gonna get some muscles popping out. But it's not one you're gonna find a lot of people wearing, so you would definitely stand out. Even though it is mass appealing, it's just not a lot of people talk about it. But it's definitely a fresh, mass appealing, easy to wear type of scent. Office, gym, or around somebody that doesn't like a lot of woody or floral type of scents. You know, like some people just don't like those type of scents. So that's one that I think you guys should pick up and wear. I'm gonna pronounce it for you one more time just to show you that I can. Le Super Majeure de Issey from the house of Issey Miyake. I'm telling you, I should have been a radio DJ tuning in at WTRA The Mix. See, I'm telling you, man, I could have did radio. This next one is definitely mass appealing. Blew me away the first time I smelled it. Absolutely love this fragrance. Definitely, this may be a 4 season. This may be 4 seasons from the house of Montblanc. It is Legend Spirit. Before I get into what I think about this fragrance, I traded my Legend Night to my boy JP. If anybody out there is fixing to sell a bottle of Legend Night or Legend the EDP, holler at your boy. Either hit me up in the comments or email me, TreySense75@gmail. Either or find me on Facebook, same name, Trey Sense. And let me know, because I'm interested in picking up Night and Legend Night and Legend the EDP. Now, Legend Spirit. Mass appealing, very similar to Invictus. To me, very similar to Invictus. At first, I did not get that, but the more I wore it and the more time I spent with it, definitely got an Invictus vibe to it. Maybe a little bit better than Invictus. It has a little something extra because I get more compliments from this. Man, this smells good. I get more compliments from this than I do Invictus. This is one of those fragrances, you wear it, you walk by people, first you get, and then you get, man, somebody smell good. What is that? And it's this unsolicited compliment getter, very mass appealing, a little bit blue, a little bit fruity, and inexpensive. I think you can pick up a 30 mil this size for around 20 bucks. But I would suggest going and getting the 50 or the 100 mil, because once you get it, you're gonna like it. I'm telling you, once you get it and get 15 compliments on it and all you did was walk through there, I'm telling you, I wore it to the doctor's office. I'm leaving and the nurse and the patient was like, somebody smell good. That's him. I'm like, calm down, Claudine, calm down. I need to get that for my husband. And of course, you know, to me, everything is funny to me. I laugh at stuff that's probably inappropriate. You know, I'm not the person you want to trip and fall in front of, because once I make sure you okay, anyway, I fall sometimes too. Mike got my shirt off. But anyway, Montblanc Legend Spirit. Mass appealing. I'm going to go ahead and say 4 seasons. I think you can pull this off in the winter, summer, spring, or fall. I wouldn't necessarily wear it to a dressy event. Definitely casual, definitely a hoodie. It's not a romantic type of scent. I wouldn't wear it on a date. But nonetheless, I just think it's versatile enough that whether you're 15 or 60, you can wear this. And anything that you're doing that's not dressy, Montblanc Legend Spirit will work. Anything not dressy. That's just my opinion. It's not a wedding scent, which you could wear if it was a spring or summer wedding outside. You could pull it off. Just saying. You know, because listen, I live in Alabama. People get married in barns around here. So I mean, anyway, this next one is from the house of Hollister. And this is a house that I absolutely have a lot of respect for and love the way that they do inexpensive fragrances. No further ado, and it is Free Wave. This is another one, as my boy Manny would say, another one. This is another one And when I first picked up, I wasn't really sure how I felt about it. I was like, I don't smell nothing. Sometimes I have to get, it just reminded me I need to clear my nostrils. Sometimes when I'm smelling a lot of, if y'all are wondering what this is a salt and pepper shaker filled with coffee beans so I can clear those sinuses. Sometimes when I'm smelling a lot of fragrances, if it's a very light fragrance, I don't really pick it up right away. And I'm pretty sure that's what the deal was with this one and the Guess. Now, but after I've worn this a few times, I like it. It is not a compliment magnet. It is a mass appealing, as my battery enters 10%. It is a mass appealing, crisp, fresh fragrance. Like Free Wave is the name of it, but it just reminds me of mountain air. It smells really, really, really good, but it's really light. This is the type of scent that I would take a shower and then, you know, which Policia don't care what I put on. But if I was, you know, with a significant other and I just taken a shower and I was getting ready to go to bed, this is definitely one I would reach for out of the shower. Not that it has a shower gel vibe to it, but then again, it sort of does. But it just has such freshness and such crispness. It's not going to offend anybody or give them a headache or keeping them from going to sleep. It is definitely mass appealing, definitely easy to wear. I think a 4-season type of scent does lean more towards the spring, summer, fall, but I definitely think it's one that you can pull off in the winter. And it's also one that I could see your girl picking up off the dresser and going, ooh, that smells good, and then pop, 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 and then hitting herself a few times with it because it just smells good. It's not a monster performer, not a monster projector. Definitely would wear it to work, definitely would wear it to church or in any type of setting where I didn't want to offend anybody. I definitely would pick up Hollister Free Wave and rock it out and wear it. And it's inexpensive too. You can get these 50 mils of Hollister when you see them in the rag stores for around $15. And Free Wave is no different. That is a good one. I got 2 more. This next one is one that I think is a mass appealing fragrance that I would dress up. I would wear this one on a date. I would definitely wear it to a wedding. It is trying to find some skin for y'all. It is a 4-season type of fragrance to me. Winter, summer, spring, or fall. Definitely more spring and summer. And it is from the house of Dolce and Gabbana, and it is the One Gray. Yes. Which Dolce & Gabbana, the One, I think is definitely a fragrance that you can wear year round too. Both of them, the EDT and the EDP. But this one is, to me, I'll say a little bit more summertime appropriate. The first time I smelled this and reviewed it, I was like, that is the perfect summertime date night scent because it's got a little bit more citrus. It's not quite as sexy and romantic, but in some kind of way, it's a little bit more masculine. But definitely would dress this up. Definitely would wear it to work, suit and tie it, wedding, church it, wherever you're going that you have to dress up a little bit more. I think you could pull this one off. Now, I'm not saying that it's a super dressy, expensive smelling fragrance. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's just a little bit dressier than the fragrances that I've previously mentioned. But at the same time as that Hollister, when I move, kicks up on my skin. Oh man, it smells good. But nonetheless, we're talking about gray, a very mass appealing type of fragrance. Dolce & Gabbana, the One Gentleman, is another one I'm looking to add to my collection. If you guys are out there selling a bottle of that, preferably a 30 to 50 mil, because that's all I need. I don't need 100 mils of it because I'm not going to wear 100 mils. But nonetheless, Dolce & Gabbana, the One Gray. Would I wear this 4 seasons? Yes. Yes, I will. Winter, summer, spring, or fall. Dressy to dress casual type of scent. Definitely wear it to a wedding or a more dressy or formal event. last but not least, from the house of Missoni, and it is Missoni's Wave. Now, I had the OG Missoni, and I'm sure y'all probably tired of hearing this too, but I traded it to JP. I don't even remember what he wanted, but he had to have it, so I traded into it, and that's one I will be getting back in my collection. But let's talk about Wave. This would, in my opinion, and I hope this hits the rack stores. Well, let me rephrase it. I've seen it at the rack stores, but the price has been about $50, which I guess is about, I think that's a good price for it. Because it seemed like there was a gift set. I can't remember if that was a 50 mil or 100 mil. But I saw this in the rack stores midsummer of 2021. Maybe June of 2021. I saw this in the rack stores. Bought it, brought it home, reviewed it. Wasn't impressed with it because I want to say the price was like $55 for a gift set, so I took it back. And I have a shower gel of this as well, which this is the type of fragrance I think you will need a shower gel with, because that's what it is. It is the extension of a shower. It is a fresh, clean, crisp, non-offensive type of fragrance. I think this is one that would be a great entry-level scent if you have somebody that you want to buy a fragrance for and you're not sure whether they even like cologne. Missoni Wave. Or if you've got a 12 or 13-year-old that you want to pick them up something nice, but you don't want to break the bank, this is one, Missoni Wave. Or the OG Missoni, either one of them would be nice. But the OG Missoni has more of a Bleu de Chanel type of vibe. This one has that very modern, slightly soapy, slightly blue, fresh, crisp, non-offensive type of scent. Puts me in the mind of, I'm not saying it's a 100% clone or a one-to-one, so don't come for me, please. It puts me in the mind of something like Prada Ocean, in the sense that it just has that vibe, that energy. You know what I mean? It gives off that, hence the name Wave. Wave, Ocean. Ocean, Wave. You know, they're cousins. You know what I'm saying? Waves and oceans go together, right? Right. So, like Trey Scents and chicken wings, they go together. Missoni Wave. And it has a magnetic cap, so how can you go wrong with that? But definitely a mass appealing, easy to wear type of fragrance that I think anyone, any age can pull this off and like it. Definitely more casual, definitely, I'll go 4 seasons on this one as well, because I mean it's fresh and clean, like Outcast. So it's never a bad time to smell fresh or clean. So definitely think it leans more towards spring, summer, early fall as opposed to winter, but you can definitely rock this in the winter. Definitely around the house. Not saying that it doesn't smell good enough to wear out, because it does, but it's definitely one that I could see you getting ready to watch the Super Bowl or something, and you've cooked all day and you want to run, take a shower, get ready for the game. That's definitely one I could see you just being like, yeah, I'll just put this on and spraying it on and going. Definitely could see that. Anyway, guys, I am going to get off of here. Man, this microphone is playing with my shirt. I hate that. Definitely gonna get off of here. Edit this video, thumbnail it, get it up so you guys can see it. I hope you like this kind of stuff, this kind of content. Please be active in the comment section. Thank you for returning to the scene of the scene of the crime. And we are like 3, 2, 1 subs away from 2K. I'm excited. That's a big milestone. So I hate to say it, but if you haven't subbed, please consider it. May be your sub that gets me over the 2,000 sub mark. That would be amazing. Amazing. And once we get over that 2,000 sub mark, I'm gonna figure out some kind of way to do a little giveaway and get something out to my people, because I greatly appreciate you guys. Love you all. But again, thank you for returning to the scene of the crime. It means a lot. I appreciate it. But I gotta go. Gotta go now. So as they say on TV, you ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get up out of here. So you already know the drill. I love you all, and God bless you all. Until next time, guys, Peace. Maybe the next time you see this face, we're going to be sitting at 2K, right? Let's get it.